Welcome back. We're closing in on the day where Mother Earth is celebrated. Earth Day will be observed around the world on Monday, but here in the two Virginias, some people are taking the time to party early, so to speak. On this day, the emphasis is protecting the environment and nurturing the health of the planet. As our Austin Harmon shows us, one local group is getting a head start on the Earth Day activities.
Earth Day is a day for people to come together and celebrate the beauty that's found on our planet. That's why Pipestem State Park is the perfect setting for this Earth Day festival. It's an event bringing people in this community together in a fun atmosphere, while reminding them about being good stewards to Mother Earth, now more than ever.
Especially after everything we've been through the past several years, it's just ever more important for us to have opportunities to share a meaningful connection.
McKinney helped organize this local Earth Day festival in Summers County. The love she speaks of is why some of these people came out, from local businesses.
Community, the people, they're from the heart, a lot of good friends, a lot of good memories, plus the beautiful scenery we have here, being in nature. It's really a jewel to be here. It's a special place.
To those with a message for others.
Coal River Mountain Watch hopes to bring awareness to people who may not know about mountaintop removal, learn about environmental issues and things that they can do to get involved and make things better, make the world a better place for their kids and grandkids.
These folks all have different reasons for showing up on this Earth Day observance, but people we spoke with agreed on the opportunities available here to meet others who care about the future of the planet.
It's a great way to network that helps people get to be known and provide services and just help people come together in a great way.
You're going to have a good time. It's going to be relaxing, you're going to hear good music, and you're going to want to come back.
More than anything, organizers want everyone to not only take away good memories, but retain a stronger sense of our individual responsibility to watch over Mother Earth.
It's important to reflect on how beautiful the planet is and how fortunate we are to exist upon it, and we need to reflect upon being stewards of the place we live.
So as Earth Day comes just around the corner, McKinney urges people to consider how they can help the planet not only survive, but to thrive. Here for you in Summers County, Austin Harmon, WVVA News.
Thank you for that report, Austin. Here's a little history on Earth Day. In the 1960s, Democratic Senator Gaylord Nelson of Wisconsin was deeply concerned about environmental issues, and after witnessing the Santa Barbara oil spill in California in 1969, Senator Nelson began planning for the inaugural Earth Day observance here in the U.S., and the first Earth Day was held 1 year later on April 22nd, 1970. Before that, there was virtually no environmental movement in existence. Earth Day 2024 on Monday will mark the 54th year of its observance.